Okay, and there we go. Okay, hello everybody. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're on time again. Making a habit of this. Hold on a second. Okay, so hello and welcome back to Minecraft Monday. Looking forward to this one. We're going to be doing some more work on the Nether tunnel project that we started in the last stream. We're going to be working on connecting up our iron mine to the main factory. I'll just go ahead and get loaded into the game. But yeah, it's going to be hopefully a good stream. I'm going to, like I say, we're going to be working on the Nether tunnel, hopefully getting it completed today, because there are only 7 weeks left until the end of the year, and I've got some pretty ambitious plans, which I'll tell you more about once we get in. But as you may know, if you joined yesterday, Minecraft Monday is going to be weekly for the rest of the year, so I'm going to be playing this every Monday for the rest of the year, which means we've got 7 more live streams before I take my Christmas break, and we got a lot to do in that time, so we're not going to waste any time with it. Hi Dagger, how are you doing? Welcome. This is why I don't. This is why I usually load the world before I start the stream, because it takes so long to actually load. Okay, there we go. All good, all good. Now, how many frames are we going to get this week? It's not looking good. It's not looking promising right off the bat. We're getting 15 right now, so not good, not good. It might, you know, hopefully when we get away from the factory. The factory just causes so much lag. I've reduced it a little bit by removing all the packages that were clogging up the chain conveyors up here. But the factory itself has just become such a lag machine, which is one downside of the Create mod. Although it is about as well optimized as it can be, you do still have problems eventually when you have too many moving parts. It eventually starts to lag out a bit, you know? It's kind of unavoidable when you have a mod like this. The whole mod is designed around things physically moving. Obviously, it's going to get to a point where there's so many things moving that it starts to tank the performance of the game. And I think we've started to reach that point. As you'll notice, as soon as I get closer to the factory, it gets worse. As soon as we get inside the factory and head downstairs, it's going to get even more worse. But the factory's not doing too badly. Everything is running as it should be. We've got 205 buckets of biodiesel at the minute, so not doing too badly on that front, although I don't think it's actually producing anything at the minute. Nope, we've got the same problem with the machines filling up with potatoes but not bone meal, which means we're not producing ethanol, which means we're not producing biodiesel, but we'll fix that later. For now, we got bigger fish to fry. We got bigger fish to fry. Let's head back upstairs. And I'm going to call the train, and we're actually going to ride the train through the Nether. So we started the Nether tunnel project in the last stream. We built we've laid the actual track, so the tunnel is complete in terms of the track. We can drive all the way from here to the iron mine, but we haven't yet connected up all the equipment so that we can actually start moving things between the two stations. We got everything on this end. You can see as soon as the wagon comes in, it connects to the fluid transfer there and the item transfer here. So we got everything working at this end, but we also need to set it up at the iron mine. So what's going to happen is, if you've not been watching or if you're not familiar with the plan, what's going to happen is the train is going to, when it gets to this station, it's going to load up with biodiesel here. It's then going to take that biodiesel to the iron mine to power the mining drill, and at the same time it's going to pick up any iron that's available and bring it back here to the factory. So it's going to come to the factory, it's going to unload the iron ore and fill up on biodiesel, then it's going to go back to the iron mine, unload the biodiesel and load up on iron ore. And it's going to just continue going back and forth, transferring the biodiesel and iron ore between the two stations. That's the plan. And if we get up into the cab, which is very difficult because the cab is completely filled with seats. I was thinking actually about adding a third seat here so that we can actually sit down, because at the minute the two seats are occupied by andesite golems. And unfortunately that means that we can't actually drive the train into the Nether, because if you drive a train but you're not seated, it'll kick you out. There we go, so the train will go into the Nether without us. Which means we need to get back in again. So yeah, I might add a third seat. The Nether tunnel, though, is almost finished. It just needs, you can see here, it just needs more deep slate bricks to complete the actual walls of the tunnel. But in terms of the railway itself, it's already done. The track's already been laid. There we go, and then that brings us out here. I can't get back up to the train now, I've fallen down. But that brings us out here. We've built a little bit. This still needs some work as well. But we've built enough track to reach this cave entrance here. And this cave here is where we're going to be building the train station for the iron mine. Maybe up there, there's a nice little ledge up there, which I think would be about the right height. But if we look on the map, the iron... Oh, hold on. Sorry, I've hidden the waypoints. Enable. If we look on the map, the actual iron mining drill is just there. So by the looks of it, if that thing on the map is that little cave entrance there, that would be perfect. Hold on, I'm just going to go up and check if I can. I don't think I can get up there actually, can I? Okay, we might be able to. Yeah, so I need to find out the Y level of the tracks. I don't want to change the Y level if I can help it. You can build these create rails, you can make them go up and down hills, but I prefer to try and keep them as level as possible, you know, if I can. So we're going to try and keep it at Y level 76, and I'm just looking, and it seems like that platform over there, that ledge over there, is around about the same height. So if we just go straight ahead and then curve round a little bit, like continue the rail that way and then curve round to the left, we could have our station there. And that's going to be pretty much directly beneath the iron mine, which is what we want. We need it to be, ideally we want it to be not quite directly beneath. We want it to be like, we want it to be such that we can build a diagonal conveyor belt. And looking at the map, the cave is about here, just on the left of the iron mine. So we could theoretically have a conveyor belt from the iron mine going diagonally down into the cave. That's what we're aiming for. First, though, we need to actually get over there. Okay, that's not what I intended to do, but this cave system is huge as well, by the way. A very precarious place to build a train station. Ow, we just died. We actually just died. Brilliant. That is my first death in about 3 or 4 episodes, I think. So great way to start the stream. And now my game froze for a second. Okay. So it's going to be that kind of live stream, is it? I can already tell how today's stream's going to go down. We're less than 10 minutes in, and we've already died. I think I lost quite a lot of XP there as well. I wasn't paying attention to what level I was, but it was in the 30s, I believe. Okay, and now we're back to level 7. Love it when that happens. Okay. Not to worry, not to worry, it's not the end of the world. I'm a bit pissed off about it, but it's not the end of the world. Let's just say no more about it and get back to what we were doing. So, we need to be over there. How are we getting over there? Is there a way round to the left? I don't want to be building a dirt bridge or anything, because I am going to have to then remove it again. Okay, we could build a little one here. It's a bit less conspicuous. I think there's like 4 different cave biomes here as well. There's a dripstone cave there. I think I saw a lush cave earlier as well. Hey Danny, how you doing? Oh, stalactite. Big old stalactite. Oh no, it wasn't a lush cave I saw. It was this stuff, which I'm not 100% sure about. But I guess we'll find out what it is at some point. I'm good, thank you. How are you doing today? I'm doing very good, Danny, thanks. Still a little bit congested, as you might still be able to hear, but better than yesterday. pretty much back to normal now. And obviously I'm very happy to be playing Minecraft again. Good God, this is such a cool cave. Like, this is really, this is something special. What's that ore? What are you? I'm gonna have to go and investigate. It's thorium. Ooh. From Create New Age. This is for building nuclear reactors. We definitely want that. We're definitely going to be doing nuclear power at some point. Right now, we're still on diesel power. But nuclear reactors are definitely something we'll be looking into in future. And the thorium ore will be involved in that. Okay, right. This is such an inhospitable place. Hold on. I'm starting to regret coming here. There's monsters everywhere. Have we got torches? We don't have to. We have no torches. I didn't bring a single torch with me. Do we have coal? No, we don't have coal. We don't have torches. We got thorium. We got plenty of that. There's coal there. Okay. I'm gonna mine a little bit of coal. And I'm gonna craft a few torches. Now I'm gonna kill this guy. And then I'm gonna place the torches down. Do I have the... Oh, what have I just done? I don't know what I mean, I pressed F3 and G, thinking that it was going to show me the light overlay, but it hasn't done that. It's reloaded something. The textures, maybe? The shaders? I don't know. Something's happened. Okay, is it just going to stay like this, or is something actually going to happen? Okay, I think the game's crashed. Lovely. Okay, there we go. It took us back to the main menu. No, it didn't. Okay, the game's crashed. What a great start this stream has had. We're 20 minutes in, we've already died once, and now the game's crashed. Brilliant. Exactly what I was hoping to happen in my first Minecraft stream in 3 weeks. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm relaunching the game right now. There it is. Apologies, everybody. Should be back up and running in a couple of minutes. in the meantime, let me tell you about the ambitious plan, because, as I said earlier, we've only got 7 streams left, 7 Minecraft streams left till the end of the year, and I would quite like to get a rocket launched by the end of the year. That's the plan. That's the big plan. So we're still quite a way off doing that at the minute. We need to automate steel production, which means we need to automate iron mining and coal mining, which is what we're working on right now by building this transport system with the trains. But once we got steel production automated, building a rocket isn't actually that difficult. Then they're not that expensive, to be quite honest. At least not the tier 1 rocket. So that's the plan. The plan is that I want to launch our first rocket by the end of the year, and then next year we can start exploring all the various planets that are available to us in this mod pack. There are 20 different planets for us to visit in this mod pack. Well, half of them are dwarf planets, but you know, there's 20 different celestial bodies that we can visit in this mod pack. The first place is the moon. The tier 1 rocket lets you get to the moon. Then the tier 2 rocket is for Mars, and I believe tier 3 is for Venus. I'm not sure which tiers are which after that. But yeah, eventually we can go to every planet in the solar system, as well as every dwarf planet in the solar system. So we're going to be very busy. It's going to be very busy next year, if we can get our first rocket launched by the end of this year. And again, we only have 7 weeks to do that, so we really need to knuckle down and get it done. Loving the attire today, Saul. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you very much. Has someone actually reported my stream again? Are you joking? I've just got a pop-up from TikTok that says this behavior is not in line with our policies and may result in gifting suspension. Reason is inorganic gift solicitation. So someone's reported me for soliciting gifts. I've literally not even said the word gift until just now. TikTok's reporting system is so fucking broken. You can just report someone for anything, and they immediately follow through with it. They don't investigate at all. So someone's reported me for inorganic gift solicitation. I've not asked anyone for any gifts in this stream. Where in this stream have I asked anyone to send me a gift? Fuck off. TikTok, fix your fucking reporting system, please. Anyway. It doesn't really matter because my main source of income from this is actually Patreon. I make more on Patreon than I do from TikTok gifts anyway, and if you would like to support me financially in a more reliable way, please do consider joining the Patreon. But yeah, I never ask people for gifts, honestly. I appreciate gifts, and if you want to send me a gift, it's very much appreciated, but I have never solicited gifts. I've never sat here and said, send me gifts right now, please. Might be worth a restart of the stream. It's only for 10 minutes. It restricts the visibility of the stream for 10 minutes, and then it goes back to normal. So we'll grin and bear it. But yeah, I just think it's so baffling that you can basically report someone on TikTok for anything, and they just immediately go, "Yep, okay, we'll restrict their account right now." There's no investigative process or anything. It happens to me almost every stream as well, because I think people have figured out that they can just report me and TikTok will just go through with it. Almost every single live stream I get reported for something. It might just be the same person, to be honest. It might just be one single person who keeps reporting my streams. I don't know. But the point is, someone keeps doing it, and TikTok, being being who they are, just don't have any sort of proper process for investigating reports. Anyway, back to the game. Back to the game. Enough said. Let's get back to playing Minecraft. That's what we're here for. Oh god, there's one of those rock roller things. Okay, this cave... The thing is, we need this cave. We need to transform this cave into a train station. We're going to be putting a train station here, which means we need to clear out the cave from both enemies and the dripstone as well. Not only do we have to kill everything here, we also have to clear out all of the dripstone to actually be able to fit the train station in here. Okay. I have never killed a rock roller before. I don't know how easy they are to kill. I mean, they're made of stone. I imagine they are quite difficult to kill. But we gotta try. Just move all this. I accidentally let that creeper explode and now there's gravel everywhere. Right, can you... Okay, they're actually weak as shit. I was not aware of how weak these guys are. They're still hard to kill because they can dodge really well, but they have 5 hearts of health. They're so weak. Wait, is that... Oh my god. Oh, this right, okay. This cave actually has external access. It has outdoor access right here. That's really useful. And I think we're right behind the iron mine. We are! Oh my god. This is perfect. We're only 80 meters away. Right. So, as I suspected, the cave is right underneath the iron mine, which is exactly where we needed it to be. This is good news. This is good news. So first things first, we need to make sure we're at the right Y level, because again, I don't want to be putting any hills in the railway line if I can avoid it. I want to try and keep it nice and level. So we need to be down to level 76. I'm just going to let these creepers explode at this point. I don't really have the time or energy to be dealing with them at this time. Okay, so this is level 76. That's quite unfortunate because we are actually quite low compared to the rest of this this platform. But again, for me, I think it's more important that the train track remains as level as possible. Where's all my train track, by the way? Am I blind? Oh, there we go. Whoa, we've only got 22 pieces left. Okay, we're going to need to go back and get some more of that. But the train track is going to be at this level. And over... where is it? Somewhere over there. Right, can you not? Because I don't want you to get angry at me. I can't actually see where the other end of the train line is, but it's over there somewhere. Where the hell is it? Right, fuck off! I'm busy. I'm trying to sort something here, my guy. Oh, fuck you. Now there's an Enderman on my back. Oh! I'm gonna go into creative mode and get my stuff back. That's my second death in less than half an hour. This stream has really not gone to plan so far. Okay. I can't see the commands that I'm typing either because my monitor is in the way. There we go. Okay. Fuck off. Right, maybe building a train station in a cave was not a good idea. Maybe building a train station in a cave was a terrible fucking idea. Oh, I'm miles away from where I'm supposed to be as well because I fell... I'm going back into creative. I'm just going to fly back up here. I really don't care at this point. As long as I'm not using it to cheat stuff in, I really don't mind using it to just fly about a bit. Okay. Anyway. Look at this, why are they still spawning here? This... This is why I was trying to bring up the light overlay earlier, so that I could see exactly where they were still able to spawn. Like, oh god, they're still spawning down here. How are so many of them still spawning? Like, I thought that they could only spawn at light level 0 now. Didn't they... Like, a few updates ago, they changed it so that hostile mobs can only spawn if there's no light at all? Like, look how light it is in here. How are they still spawning? Okay. I'm going to have to head back to base anyway, because I need to get more train tracks. And also empty out my inventory, which I didn't realise how much shit I had in my backpack, to be honest. And also, while I'm heading back to base, I'm gonna grab a shitload of torches as well, and we're gonna cover this place in torches, because I don't understand why so many mobs are spawning here. Where's the drill? Here we go. Right, back to base. Ditch some of this crap. Train track. We still got quite a bit. Hopefully enough there to finish this this bit of the railway. Did I did. I put some of the raw material in there, which I should not have done.
Narrator narrates all.
Oh, shut up, narrator.
Narrator.
Nobody asked for you.
Off.
I need sticks as well. I forgot sticks. $25 sticks. Lovely. That gets us some torches. I'm going to go and dump this iron and copper into the smelter that we've got in the base now, in the factory. And let's go see it in action. We haven't watched it in action for a while. And there we go. Seems to be working perfectly. Which is a relief, because it took so much fiddling to get this to actually work. This bit was the biggest problem, I think. Because we had these funnels connected directly to the tunnel, it wouldn't filter the it wouldn't filter the nuggets properly. So it ended up like putting nuggets into the wrong places. Now it seems to be working though. We got iron going to, we got copper going through there. We got a little bit of lead through, which is a byproduct of washing copper, I believe. And a little bit of iron went through as well. Some of the copper obviously will wait here until there's zinc to be mixed into brass. But yeah, that seems to be working perfectly. And we got some XP, so we can get some of our levels back at least. We can stick all of this in the in the computer. Oh, we'd better sleep as well, it's dark. We are this close, though, to actually automating this. Like, the smelting is automated, but all we need now is to finish this railway so that the iron is being brought in automatically. That machine that we just saw is going to be working round the clock once this is done. And that's what we want. Okay, back to the iron mine. We've got torches, and we've got more train track. First of all, the torches. We need this place clearing out completely. We don't want anything else spawning here. Ow. I'm just going to absolutely cover this place in torches this time. I'm not taking any chances. I've had enough. Look at this. Look at the creepers. Right. I'm playing on normal difficulty, by the way. I don't know why there's like a million creepers when I'm playing on normal difficulty. Oh shit, I've fallen. No, I'm not gonna die a third time in less than 45 minutes. Come on. Oh, spider jockey. There's still... It seems like no matter how many torches I put down, there's still a spot that they can spawn in. What the hell? Okay. Why are you still spawning? Why are you still spawning? Okay, I'm just going to have a quick wander around, see if anything else spawns. I think we might have covered everywhere now. There's a zombie down there. There's a zombie here as well. Okay, this spot here might be dark enough for them to spawn. Okay, nothing else spawned up this end. I think we've cracked it. Okay. No more monsters. Lovely. Now we can actually get on with it then. Nope, there's a zombie here. Where are you coming from? Where did you come from? Where? Tell me where. Okay. For now, I'm just gonna build a dirt bridge to put the train track on, but we'll make this a nice girder bridge at some point. I need to figure out where the other end is. It's over there somewhere. Maybe we should go. Maybe we should build from that end. Oh, it's there. It's there. Spotted. Okay. Let's just square it off first. We'll just build a bridge connecting the two, and then we'll lay the track. We'll put a nice big curve here so that it's not interfering with this wall. I think we're there. God, it's further than I thought it would be. There it is. Lovely. Now we just need to connect it up. This pillar here we can move. What's the biggest curve we can do? Okay, that's quite big. And that nicely avoids this wall here, so we don't have to worry about hollowing it out or anything like that. And then the iron mine is pretty much directly above us. What I'm thinking we'll do, though, is we'll head up to the iron mine and we'll plan where the conveyor belt's going to go. What's that? Oh, it's salt. We found salt. Lovely. Rock salt. So I think this is from... Oh, it's just from a mod called Salt. I believe we can use this for some cooking recipes in Farmer's Delight and stuff like that. Yeah, we can mill it to make salt. Interesting. So we can just basically combine it with any cooked ingredient to make it salted. I see. We can make gunpowder with salt. Wow, coal and salt makes gunpowder. Lovely. Well, we got salt now. Okay, up to the mining drill. Let's start building a conveyor. Where's the way out? Over here. Ow. What would look really cool is if we had a staircase directly next to the conveyor. Which I think is something they do in real mines. Like obviously it makes sense to have one tunnel to transport workers and the ore itself. So you'll have like a conveyor belt running alongside where the workers, the workers' tunnels. But we're going to go from here. This is where our barrel is. We are going to put a funnel on this side of it. In fact, if we head back to base real quick, we can... No, don't put all that stuff in your backpack. It's just going to go straight in the vault. If we head back to base real quick, we can get some material for this. Do we have any funnels? We got a brass funnel. Brass funnel's actually going to be a bit more useful because we can select the stack size with brass funnels. So we could have it transport a whole stack at a time onto the conveyor belt. In fact, we could just get rid of the barrel and have this funnel go directly onto a conveyor belt. But then there'd be no storage if then it wouldn't have any like overflow. So if there was no train, it wouldn't have anywhere to store what it was mining. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the best option is here. Let's remove it. Well, not the funnel. Let's have our conveyor belt here. Right, question is which way it's gonna have to go down in this direction, right? Okay, do I have a belt? No, I don't have a belt. Let me just go and get a belt. What? Low diesel at the zinc mine? Okay, I didn't even realise that warning system was still working. I think there's low diesel everywhere at the minute, to be honest. Okay, see, I don't like that. That's why I didn't want to put the belt in this direction, because I don't like that. I guess we could have just a regular belt like this, and then... Ooh, actually, here's an idea. What if this belt goes into the hill, and then it goes diagonally? Like, let's just have it be a regular horizontal belt until about here, and then it starts to go diagonally. And we'll dig a diagonal shaft and we'll see where it comes out. Because I want to know where this comes out so we know where to put the train station. Rather than placing the train station first and then trying to connect the belt. It's easier to build the belt first and then line it up with the train station, you know? Okay, it's a bit deeper than I thought. I think I can survive that. Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to survive it a second time. Let me get my health back up. Ah, okay, so you see, here's the problem. Where we've put the train tracks there is now completely out of line with where this is going to end up. So we got two options. We can either move the train track that way, or we can move the conveyor belt back this way. Given how much further down it is, you know, how much there's still to go, I think we might have to do both. We might have to move the train track over a bit and move this conveyor belt back. Okay, let's try this a bit differently this time. There we go. Right, the conveyor belt's going to have to come out to level 77, I think, because it's got to be one block above where the train comes out. It's got to be one block above the train track. Oh, we're out of cobblestone. No, we're not. Yeah, this is way off. Way, way off. Because I quite like the train track where it is, to be honest. I don't want to move the train track too much if I can avoid it. And if we put the conveyor belt here, the train track is going to have to be moved quite a lot. So I think it's the conveyor belt that's going to have to move. Technically, we don't need a conveyor belt at all. We could use chutes to just drop the items vertically. But I like the idea of having a staircase alongside the conveyor belt. Okay. So what if we went diagonally from here? How many blocks back is that? It's only 6 blocks back, which doesn't actually make a huge difference. Hold on. I've got another idea. What if we did have a chute here? Bear with me a sec, bear with me. Oops, I just hit that gazelle. I mean, I'm going to have to kill it anyway, because it's stuck in here. Wait. Oh, the gazelles drop mutton? Okay. Didn't realise that gazelles were actually sheep, but you learn something new every day. What I'm going to do... Well, I'm going to get myself out of here first, because I need to sleep real quick. Please. Can I sleep now? Oh, fuck off. This shovel is too fast for its own good. It really is. Please, I just want to sleep. There we go. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We have a chute here that drops the items down a few blocks, and then we have a conveyor belt here. And this is the one that then descends diagonally into the earth. So we go diagonally from here. Now that brings us a bit further back. Not massively further back, but hopefully enough that, you know, the tunnel at the bottom will be lined up a little bit better. Maybe we could go even deeper. I don't know. What if we had... Oh, hold on. I'm getting even more experimental here. What if we had a lift here. Bear with me, bear with me. So what if here we had a lift, like a, you know, an old style miner's lift, like just a cage lift, and you step into it, and it takes you down like 20 blocks, and then when you step out at the bottom, you enter into this tunnel, and the conveyor belt is running alongside that tunnel. I like that idea. I think that's the best of both worlds, really. Let's head down and place the train track. Oh, hold on, wait. First of all, I need to know which level the... Go on. I've forgotten. I need to know what level this tunnel is at. Minus 652. Okay. So what I need to do is make sure that at minus 652, 76, we place a piece of train track. Okay, 652 is here. The train line is coming in there. Which means the train track is going to have to go here. Now obviously that's less than ideal, because it means there's going to have to be a significant amount of mining done here, which I wanted to avoid, but it looks like we can't really avoid it. I'll get rid of all that stone at some point as well, by the way, because it looks horrendous. The water's really annoying as well. There's too much water in these caves. Okay, get some more train track out of my backpack. Get some more train track out of my backpack. There we go. So, from here is where we're going to be loading in the iron ore. And again, this will obviously all need to be hollowed out, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So there's going to need to be a storage interface here. I don't have one on me at the minute, so we'll just mark it with an andesite casing. But this is going to be a storage interface. When the train is at the station, it'll interact with the train, which means the conveyor belt needs to go... The conveyor belt needs to put... The conveyor belt needs to be a block lower, because then there's going to be a funnel here, right? We've got a brass funnel there. The conveyor belt will come down like this. There we go. So realistically, the diagonal section starts from here. Although, might also be a good idea to have a buffer, as I mentioned earlier. So if we were to do this instead, And then put our barrel here. Okay, so now the stuff is going to get loaded into the barrel, and then when a train arrives, it'll be taken out of the barrel and put into the train. So when the train's not here, the barrel will still be filling up. That's what we want. So all we need to do now is build up diagonally from here. Blow up, I don't care. I really don't. There is a height limit on conveyor belts, though. There's, well, a length limit on conveyor belts. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's 15 blocks. So we'll just build this as far up as we can. Oh. Oh, hold on a minute. Sorry, folks. Problem with the TikTok stream. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. Problem with the TikTok stream. It happens. TikTok Live Studio are very unreliable, as we know. Okay, we're still building. I think it's longer than 15 blocks now, but it's still... Ah, okay, there we go. It's maxed out. We can't build the conveyor belt any longer. We're going to have to place another one. Which I'm okay with. It, you know, it's necessary. Also, if you're watching on TikTok, sorry, I had to restart the stream real quick. Well, the stream stopped itself, so I had to start it again. God, my inventory's so full of crap and iron ore. Excuse me. How much further can it possibly be? I've got a feeling that we're not actually going to come out under the iron drill. We're going to be like a mile away from it. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So if we now dig a vertical shaft here, there we go. Okay, I'm going to dig it a bit deeper actually, because what I'm thinking is we could make this level. There we go. Okay, my inventory's full now. Dump all of this crap. There we go. Okay. So, the stuff is going to come off of the conveyor belt up top. It's going to drop down through a series of chutes onto this conveyor belt. and that's going to take it down to the mining drill at the bottom. There we go, and I'm just going to head down and check this out. This seems fine. I think this will work as I intend it to. I don't think we'll have any trouble with this. So I guess we'll build the accompanying staircase. What's the staircase going to be made of? I would say stone bricks. I think stone bricks is the best option, right? For something like this. Let me just... If I can fucking get on... If I can get up... Okay, I'm going to head back to base, and I'm going to get some stone bricks. I can't get back up here. I could take the train. We can do that now. We have that option. Or maybe not, because there's a creeper right there near the track, and I don't want it to destroy the track. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. We're cheating ourselves back into creative again. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this today. I really have had enough of this. This has pissed me off so much. We haven't died for like the last 5 streams in a row, and then today I've died 3 times. And we're not even an hour and a half in. We're not even halfway through the stream. I wish I could just fly in survival. You know, I don't... I don't want to cheat items in. I don't want to, like, kill mobs with commands or anything like that. I just want to be able to fly. That's the only thing I want to do in survival that's currently creative only. There is a way we can make like backpacks, jetpacks, sorry, which can allow us to fly. And in fact, I should probably look into that. I think that might be a very wise investment. But I was going to get some stone bricks. That's what I was coming back to base for. Well, actually it's stone brick stairs that we need, so... Oh wait, I can get more of these with the stone cutter, can't I? There we go. How is that high enough to kill me? How is that high enough to kill me? Fuck off! I'm very close to just playing in creative full time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very close to just doing that. This is what I'm thinking, though. If we have this all the way up, we got the conveyor belt on the side, and then a staircase for me to be able to get up and down from the station to the mining drill. That's what I think is going to work out best for us. I hate that it keeps putting stuff on the belt as well. It's very annoying. We're going to need another chunk loader for this as well, aren't we? I've just realised, because if we don't use a chunk loader, then the chunk with the train station in it is never going to load. Great. Well done. Well done, Sol. To ensure that this works constantly and that the train is constantly moving iron from the mine, the chunk that the train loader is in has to be loaded. So we're going to have to use another chunk loader. And we're already using like 5 or 6 of them. Which doesn't really help with the lag problem that we've been having recently, you know, when we got 6 chunks that we're not in, that are still being constantly loaded. Okay, so somewhere here, I'm not sure exactly where, but somewhere here is where we're going to put our lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 blocks along from here. So I think it's going to be here. Thanks for following, Zivix. How long have you been playing on this world? This is our 22nd episode, and we normally stream for 3 hours at a time, so about 60 hours, 66 hours. Gravel, lovely. Thanks for the ice cream cone, Stray Dog. Now, I don't think I'm going to bother building the lift shaft itself today, because it's not really a priority. We can just stick a ladder in here for now. But this will eventually be a lift. God, it's deeper than I thought it would be as well. Okay. So this is where it's going to come out. Like I say, I'll put some ladders up here for now, just so that we can get up and down. We'll make them out of andesite, because we've got quite a bit of that. God, yeah, it really is deeper than I thought it would be. Okay. But there it is. I'm going to have to fill this back in now. This is all stuff that I could do off camera, really. All the just tidying things up. The most important thing is that we actually get it working. So, but at the same time, I'd rather get it sorted now while we're here. You getting used to streaming again after a week off? I have, Draydog, yeah, I'm already back in the zone, you know. The thing is, normally, like, the last couple of times that I've taken a break, I've ended up taking 2 weeks off. This time I really wanted to make sure that it was just 1 week. I really wanted to make sure that I got back to it as soon as possible. Had a wonderful time off, you know, spent time with my family and all that, but I really wanted to get back into it as soon as possible. And here we are. Okay, I'm also going to need to fill this one in, aren't I? Which, I guess we can just fill this with dirt too. It's not going to be visible. I shouldn't have really mined all this out before I knew what I was doing, should I? Although, you can hardly tell, really. No, you're ruining it, Saul. You're ruining it. It was fine how it was. It's fine like that. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so what's going to happen is the iron is going to come out of the mining drill. It's going to come along this conveyor belt here. It's going to drop into a chute here, which is going to take it vertically all the way down to here. It's then going to go onto this conveyor belt, where it's going to head down into the ground, and it's going to be loaded onto the train right here. Then it's going to get taken back to the factory and smelted. That's the plan. Once again, though, the question is, can we do all of that today? Because we are halfway through the stream, so we've only got another 90 minutes to achieve that. But we'll try our best. We also haven't really considered the pipes because we are going to need to bring biodiesel from the train to the mining drill as well. Haven't really given that much thought at this stage. Okay, I've just put some raw iron in there, which I didn't mean to do. Okay, let me just whip up a stack of smooth stone so we can make some stone bricks. There we go. That takes so long. Stone brick stairs. I'm gonna actually have to do another stack as well just to make regular stone bricks. Or slabs, because they'll go a bit further. The most annoying thing as well about this is the speed of the fan doesn't affect how quickly it works. The only way to increase the speed of that is by increasing the number of fans, which is really annoying. I think it should be based on the fan speed. I think if you want it to work faster, you should just spin the fan faster. But it doesn't work like that. Do you play Farm Sim 25? I do, Ryan, yes. Every Friday. We're currently playing a map called Saxlingham. I do want to get into the Highland Fishing DLC, but because we're only 3 episodes into Saxlingham at the minute, I want to play a bit more of that first. So I think we're probably going to stick with Saxlingham until the end of the year, and then in the new year I'll start the Highland Fishing. I think the map's called Kinlake on the Highland Fishing map. I believe the DLC releases tomorrow, right? 4th of November. I might do like a little first look video just so that we can see the map. But like I say, I won't be doing a proper series on it until the new year. Okay, there we go. Now we just place some stairs. I hope I've got enough stairs for this. I didn't really check. I just assumed that a stack would be enough, but it's quite deep. Oh, for God's sake, I misplaced one there. We'll correct it. And again. Okay, there we go. It all lines up quite nicely. Again, I'm not going to really focus on making it look perfect today, as long as it works, but you can see the kind of vision here. We're going to have this staircase following alongside the belt, and then a little tunnel here, and then here is going to be a lift that takes you up to the surface. I think this works well enough to demonstrate that. I might use brass casing as well on the belt. Oh no. Ooh. No, I didn't realise that'd create such a horrible texture on the stone stairs there. Why does it do that? That's so ugly. It just like creates a hole in the world. Okay, never mind. I'll have to look into an alternate solution for that. It would be nice to have it encased, but can't have everything. Right, now at the bottom, we need to hollow out a bit of space for the train. This pickaxe is on its last legs, by the way. I really don't want to lose it. My other one is also almost destroyed as well. I'll have to just use the Silk Touch one for a little bit. But I'll head back to base in a minute and get them both repaired. Get well soon, says SHX Dom. Thank you, SHX Dom. I have been a little bit under the weather recently. You can probably hear in my voice that I'm a little bit congested. But I'm feeling better. I mean, over the weekend I was pretty rough. But, you know, plenty of Lemsip. A couple of throat lozenges. And I'm right as rain. Near enough. Okay, this Silk Touch pickaxe is really slow. I will go and get my efficiency one repaired. God, this is how slow a normal diamond pickaxe is. Once you start using enchanted pickaxes, you really do forget how slow the non-enchanted ones are, right? I mean, this one is technically enchanted, but only with Silk Touch. Let's go and repair our other two diamond picks. We got efficiency 4 on this one. Oh, we got efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3 on both of them, but one of them's also got fortune. Oh shit, we're only level 5 though. Because we died again. Shit. It's okay. We've got a load of raw iron and raw copper. We can smelt that and get some XP. And when I say smelt, I don't mean in a furnace. I mean, of course, in our smelting machine. Which will get us a lot more XP. You actually get loads of XP from crushing rather than just straight smelting. Even though it's a few extra steps, I definitely recommend, if you can, crush the iron and copper first before you smelt. Let's just do this. Okay, here it comes. There we go. There we go. Look at all that XP coming through. You really do get a shit ton of XP from this. And there's the iron. There's the copper going through. No lead this time. That seems odd. Seems a bit unlikely that there'd be no lead. But I guess not. Oh well, as long as I can get enough XP to enchant, that's what really matters. 13. Okay, could do with a bit more. Let's put another stack of iron through. Oh, we need to have a chest up here because currently the only way to insert new materials into this is to go downstairs and put them on the conveyor belt down there. Which we may as well do. Just think, hopefully by the end of the stream, this will be fully automated. It will be doing this by itself, with no input from us. That's the dream. I'm trying to climb up so that I can see... There we go. Okay, lots more XP going through there. If you're not familiar with Create, by the way, this machine is basically making raw iron and raw copper into ingots. It also processes raw zinc as well, and gold. Yeah, it processes gold too. But the way it works is we have these giant crushing wheels that turn the raw iron into crushed iron. That then gets washed to make iron nuggets, and they get compressed into iron ingots. And it's a lot... I think you get more material rather than you would with smelting, and also you get a lot of XP from it and some other interesting byproducts. So it's a very useful setup to have. Okay. That being said, we should now have enough XP to do the enchanting that we need. Oh, I picked the wrong floor. Oh, and it's dark. Okay. Let's go back to the middle floor and sleep. Right. Anvil. Where are you? There. How many diamonds do we have? 3. Okay, that's not great. Let's repair this one. Better than nothing. I mean, at least it's going to be faster than the Silk Touch one. That's the main thing. There we go, that's better. I don't get how they're still spawning. I've placed down so many fucking torches everywhere. Thank you. Today's your unlucky day with those things. Yeah, you're not wrong, Dre Dog. They really are. It just seems like no matter how many torches I place down, they always find a spot to spawn in. It says there's a creeper, but I can't see it. Well, I mean, there's one there, obviously, but that's a different one. Look how many there are as well. There shouldn't be this many on the difficulty that I'm playing on. I'm only playing on normal. Can I just double check that? I'm playing on easy. The difficulty's on easy. What do you mean? Look at this. Look at, what do you mean this is easy? There should not be this many zombies and skeletons spawning on easy. Oh, fuck off. Oh my god, even with efficiency 4, mining still feels like it's taking too long on the dripstone and the granite. I didn't notice there was a geode up there though, that's pretty cool. I've said it before, but my least favourite part of Minecraft is mining. I just find it so boring. Okay, there we go. Can we call the train, please? Where's my whistle? Where is the train? Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I didn't think it was that far away. Okay, so we need to make sure that this station is long enough for the train to interact with this interface here. And the interface point, I believe, is... Hold on, let me just jump into the wagon. I think it's here. There's an interface here, and then there's one here on the other side, but that's so that when it's the other way round, it still lines up. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. By the looks of it, we're 16 blocks off. Airbus MT8 says, imagine. Imagine what? Oh, I don't have any. Oh, wait. I just saw it. I do have train track. There it is. Now, I'm probably going to get myself crushed if I stand here. Oh shit, I'm stuck. Oh, I actually am stuck. Please. No, no. No, no, not like this. Not like this. Get me out! Okay. We're okay. The thing about the trains is, they don't actually have any collision on them. Pretty much no collision, so you can drive them into tunnels like this that they obviously shouldn't actually be able to fit into. Okay, there we go. That's lined up. So, just to double check. Yep, there's a storage interface under there, which will connect to this. So that's where the platform needs to end. If we put the buffer beam here, we should probably go and make some buffers, actually, just to make sure that we know exactly where they're going to go. What time are we on? Okay, we got an hour left. We're very close now to making this work, everybody. I don't think we'll get the biodiesel working today, but we should get it to transport iron today. Which is big. It is very big. Okay, what did I need? Buffers. Okay, we don't have any buffers. How do we make buffers? 3 girders, 3 wooden headstocks, and 2 blocks of industrial iron. How do we make a wooden headstock? A Lincoln pin and 3 wooden slabs. How do we make a Lincoln pin? A block of industrial iron, a shaft, 4 iron plates, and an iron ingot. And of course we don't have any iron ingots here, because they're all in our vaults inside. Okay. I'll just quickly sleep while we're here. So we need 3 blocks of industrial iron in total. 1 for the Lincoln pin and 2 for the buffers. Remind me again how we make industrial iron? In a stone cutter. We could make it in a stone cutter. Perfect. We got a stone cutter in our backpack. Okay, and then it was 3... Wait. 4 plates and a nugget. Okay. There we go. That should make the Lincoln pin. Oh, fuck's sake. What do you mean? We got everything we need. Oh, we don't have an iron nugget. Okay, there we go. And then... Oh, do we have girders? We don't even have girders right now. We're going to need a lot more girders to build the bridges for the rail network anyway. Buffer. Okay, girders. We've got andesite. Oh, there's always something else. My backpack's really full, by the way. That only makes 1? Are you joking? Okay, there's the buffers. Lovely. Now let me just take all of this granite out of my bag. Along with everything else that I don't want or need. Right, we got some buffers. Where am I going? I should be going to the... iron mine. Oh, I need a train station as well. Do I have one of those? Yes, I do. Good. So these buffer beams are going to go here. And I think just for realism, we'll have a little bit of extra track behind the buffers as well. I think we've done that everywhere else anyway. Now we are going to have to move the train itself out of the way in a minute so that we can do the rest of this mining. And we'll have to remove the water. There we go. Oh, I forgot about that cobblestone pillar. We're going to have to get rid of those. I could have used the copy and paste gadget for this, really. I know it'd void the items, but do we really need this much granite anyway? It is mostly granite. Oh, for fuck's sake, I keep breaking the track as well. Oh, you see what I mean about this being the most boring part of the game? I just hate mining in Minecraft. Like, gathering resources is one thing, like mining for ores is one thing, but when you're just trying to clear out an area to build something in, it's so time-consuming. And this is with an efficiency 4 pickaxe as well. Okay, there we go. It's done. Now I'm going to put the station... Well, we'll try and put the station here, first of all. And I'll put the actual station block in the wall there. And then we'll try and call the train to it. Okay, that is the wrong place. It's 2 blocks out, I believe. So it needs to be here instead. Wrench. That's not a wrench. Where's my wrench? There. Okay, just test it again. Move the train away. And then call it. And it should be perfectly lined up. It is! Okay. So the station is in place. We'll call it Iron Mine. We're very close now. All we need is... Well, we need to make an interface. Which is a chute and an andesite casing. Do we have any chutes on us? We don't, but we got some back at base. So we'll head back to base again. Oh. Dark again. more granite and shit that we don't need. Interface. Don't have any. Shoots. Got plenty. Okay, shoot. And andesite casing. Gives us an interface. Have a quick sleep. And, oh, we need funnels as well. I forgot to bring funnels. Okay, that connects, though, which is good. Now we know that that works as intended. We need kelp for funnels, which means we can't make them without going back to base again and getting kelp out of the computer. Out of the storage vault, sorry. There's always something else. Kelp. Okay, we can just use andesite funnels for the most part. However you make them. Apparently I don't know. Oh, it's like that. Okay. Might as well make as many as we can. Because we do tend to need these quite a lot. Hello, Beans, how you doing? Oh, it's getting a bit misty. That looks quite cool. I like it. Ow. Okay, so it needs to look like this. Oh, fuck off. I'm busy! Right, now we can set this to a stack size up to any. Okay, yeah, we don't actually need to set a stack size. So, this is going to store excess iron when the drill there is not working. When the train's not in the station, sorry. And actually, because this chunk is right next to the iron mine drill, we actually only need to load one extra chunk. So if we put a chunk loader here, if we put it right on top of this barrel, maybe, just so that it doesn't look out of place, then we're sorted. We also need... Well, we need to power this, is the thing. Oh, hold on. There's another thing that I forgot we needed to do as well. We need to connect this all up with chutes. Okay, we're about 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 chutes short, depending on how we want to do it. They're not too expensive to make, but I am stuck in a hole. Ah, there's a pig. Okay, back to base again. We need a chunk loader. And we need 4 chutes. I think they're crafted in 4s anyway, so we might as well make 8. There we go. That's it. And I'm also going to grab a canister of biodiesel. Because, like I said earlier, I don't think we're actually going to get the biodiesel automated today. I don't think we're going to have the train take the biodiesel to the mining drill for us, but we will be able to get the iron from the mining drill to the base, which is the bigger thing, I reckon. Okay, let's just fill this up. What's the situation with the biodiesel? We're down to 192 buckets. Okay, I'm going to have to unclog, aren't I? There we go, that's working again. Bin the spares. All good. I could have gone out the bottom door, actually, because we need to go back to the waystone. There we go. Okay, I think the way chutes work, I think it can actually go into the chute there as well. Although I think this looks nicer, actually. Have we got copycat? Oh, we do have copycat stacked layers. Okay, if we put some stacked layers around it. There we go. Put some brass casings under here. Yeah, that looks good. And then these can be... Oh my god, that was close. Okay. Don't forget there's an open shaft there, Saul, that you haven't put a lift in yet. But I think that looks good. I like that. I think it's the best we're going to get, in any case, so I'm happy with it. And then... Oh, chunk loader. We need to put a chunk loader down here so that this chunk stays loaded. I think we'll put it on top of this barrel. It can stay there for now. Click to load chunk. Okay, so now both of these two chunks here are loaded. That chunk there has the iron drill in it, and this one here has the equipment to load it onto the train. We now need to connect up these belts so that they actually move. And for that, we're going to need a encased chain drive, which is just some zinc ingots around andesite casing. There we go. I think those are connected up. I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, so that's going to transfer power between those two belts. Up top here, same thing. We'll just make two more. Now the problem is, I don't think the diesel generator produces enough horsepower to... It uses all of its energy to power the mining drill itself, so we might need a separate device to power the conveyor belts, maybe. Maybe we'll put a water wheel somewhere. Let's... Yeah, let's make a big water wheel. We got a vertical gearbox here, which we can use to send the power downwards. Although, oh, it's dark again. Where should it be? Here? I guess that's as good a place as any. What's the Y level at the bottom? 95. Okay. So I'm just going to dig a completely vertical shaft, which we're going to fill with shafts, the create shafts. There we go. Level 95. Okay, so we're going to need a gearbox here as well. And this is where it's going to connect up. Okay. Let's have... well, let's just encase this with andesite so that you won't see a hole in the wall. Then 2 gearboxes here, which need some more cogwheels. Okay, I think that's good to go. Okay, I can't actually climb up these as fast as I can build them. There we go. Another andesite casing to seal that gap. And then we just put in a water wheel, I guess. Where's the water wheel going to go, is the question. I guess we could have it hidden from view, you know. Although it could be quite interesting to have it, like, here, maybe. Well, actually, if it was a small water wheel, but I think with it being a big one, that might not be the best idea. What about... Oh, here's an idea. What if the elevator has a glass floor, and underneath the elevator we have the water wheel lying flat on its side? There we go. What if the water wheel is under the elevator and you can see it turning as you go up and down in the elevator? That's a cool idea. I like that. We do need a bit of glass to cover this now, though. So, what's your opinions on the train incident? Must be scary that it left from Doncaster. Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, there was an incident someone had a knife on a LNER train from Doncaster to King's Cross. I don't know exactly what happened. I haven't heard the full story. But I've heard that the driver like diverted the train, which allowed the police to get on board a lot quicker. So, you know, props to the driver for the quick thinking there, and you know, all the railway staff who were able to divert the train and get the situation resolved. But what a crazy thing to happen. Like, knife crime, obviously, big problem in the UK. Can't even feel safe on public transport anymore. Yeah, it's it is quite scary to think about. You're not wrong. What was I doing? I was gonna get framed glass. There we go. And do we have a bucket of water? We got a bucket, but there's no water in it. As I know you have some experience with trains, how hard would it have been for the driver to divert in such a small amount of time? Well, it's easier said than done, definitely. I don't think it was too difficult in this situation, because as far as I know, it wasn't like a huge diversion. There's they diverted the train so that it could stop at Hitchin, I believe, or was it Huntington or something, somewhere like that. Again, I haven't read the full story, but from what I gather, it was going to pass through the station, but they diverted it so that it could actually pull into one of the platforms so that people could get off safely. So it wasn't a huge diversion. It wasn't like they sent it on a completely different route or anything like that. But they diverted the track that it was on so that it could call at the station. Which is still a very difficult thing to do, like, just on the fly, you know, because obviously the East Coast Main Line, very, very busy rail corridor. There's hundreds of trains every hour. It's not very easy to just say, can this train go a different way, you know? But obviously it was an emergency, and it was very, you know, very quick thinking, like I say, from the driver and from the signalers, who were able to change all the points and everything so that they could divert the train where it needed to get to. But yeah, just very, very quick thinking from everyone involved. You should try My Summer Car, says Alan Alien Dog. I have had a few people recommend My Summer Car, Alien Dog. I might consider checking it out in future, because I've heard good things about it. And as I say, a few people have suggested it to me. I'm not going to make any promises, as you know. I never make any promises about playing certain games, but I will, you know, check it out. I'll consider checking it out. Okay, I'm going to just smelt this cobblestone the old-fashioned way, because I don't really have time to go back to base again. How are you doing, Saul? All good? I'm good. I'm good in myself, yeah. Been a bit under the weather recently. You know, you could probably hear in my voice, been a little bit congested, but I'm feeling good, you know. Can't really complain. Had a wonderful Halloween break last week, spent some time with the family. Took my nephew trick-or-treating for the first time in his life. He loved it. It's been good. Been a good time all round, really. There we go, and then framed glass on the floor. That's it. That's right. Now, imagine you're in an elevator, and this is underneath. This is what you're going to see while you're going up and down in the elevator. You're going to see the water wheel turning underneath the floor at the base of the elevator shaft. I think that's really cool. I think that looks really cool. And that's going to transfer power to these belts. So let's get that hooked up. Yay, create mod, says Random Guy. Hi, Random Guy. How you doing? Yes, we are indeed playing with the create mod. Love the create mods. I've said it before. I think this mod is probably one of the single most influential, most genre-defining mods in Minecraft history. This mod for me has the same impact as stuff like Tinker's Construct did back in the day. It's such a huge mod that has completely redefined the game, you know. I love it. I love Create. I can't say enough good things about it. It's not the only mod that I'm playing with, as you can probably tell by this waystone here. The mod pack is mostly based around Create, but we got a lot of other stuff in there as well. We've got Add Astra, which lets us go to space, and various other bits and pieces. We got backpacks, we got Farmer's Delight, we got all sorts of other bits and pieces. If you want to know about the full mod pack, you can find it in the Minecraft channel on the Discord server. And anytime I update the pack, I'll post updates there so that you know what's been changed. But yeah, there's about 100 mods in total, I think, in the pack. Okay, I'm going to make a couple of large cogwheels, because we are going to have to step up the speed a little bit. I'm just going to have to very quickly break under here. Where's my framed glass gone? There. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't want the floor to be... I don't want you to be able to see the exposed shafts underneath. So let's use some casing on this. Where's my casings? There. Then a large cogwheel there. Small cogwheel there. A large cogwheel there, and a small one there. And could we step it up one more time? Oh, we got no wood left. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Ah, hold on a second. If we can line this up with the vertical shaft that's transferring power to the conveyor belts, that would be really handy. There we go. Could we step it up any more before it gets to there? I don't know. Let's step it up one more time. I don't want to step it up too far because I don't know if it's going to overstress the water wheel. They aren't very great when it comes to stress, these water wheels, you know. No, not that. I want it to go underneath. That's it. Thanks for following Train Spotter Duo. Thank you very much. Okay, now I'm thinking some encased chain drives here should be all we need to connect it up. It's spinning. Obviously all of this still needs to be filled in properly. We'll sort that out later. Okay, it's spinning the wrong way, unfortunately, but we can easily reverse that. Is it spinning the right way up top? Is the question, though. Let's have a quick look. It is. Okay, this one's spinning the right way, but the one at the bottom is spinning the wrong way. So we only want to reverse the bottom half. We just need to put a put a regular gearbox in there. And voila. I'm going to refill this with, well, we're going to have to just refill it with cobblestone. I don't think we're going to need to do any maintenance on this, so we can pretty much just seal it in. No, 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 no. I'm not fucking losing any progress to you right now. Fuck off. Absolutely not. We need to put some torches in the tunnel. Hi Saul, how are you today? By the way, something really exciting happened today. I got a girlfriend. Congratulations, Matthew. We need to refill that tunnel there that we've dug as well. Right, is the creep still here? Yes, it is. And this one we can't just let it blow up because we don't want to lose anything here. How's the stream today? It's very good. We are just about to load our first bit of iron onto the train. We've never done it before. I've just accidentally loaded a block of dripstone onto it, which is really annoying because I was hoping that the first items that I loaded onto it would be the iron ore, but doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. We should probably have a contingency in place for this, though, because it's quite possible that some stuff might end up getting loaded onto the train that shouldn't be. Like, if a block of andesite, for example, gets loaded onto the train by accident, what's going to happen when it gets to the other side and it's trying to unload a block of andesite into the smelter? It's not going to work, right? It's gonna cause problems. So just as a failsafe, we should have it automatically filter out anything that isn't a raw ore block or a raw piece of ore. We should be able to fit it in here somehow. Or maybe, maybe up top actually. Let's have a look. Are you playing on a computer? I am indeed, Jack, yes. Okay, so this only lets coal out. Right, I'm actually not quite sure where we would fit something like that. Oh, here's an idea. Hold on. Let's make a bin. And if anything comes through that doesn't need smelting, then it can just go in the bin, right? Like that block of dripstone, that doesn't need that's useless to us. We don't actually need it for anything. We can just load that directly into a bin. Okay, there we go. There's a bin. We also need a funnel, but a brass one. Electron tube, brass ingot, dried kelp. Do we have electron tubes? We do. Do we have brass ingots? We do. Do we have dried kelp? We do. That gets us 2 brass funnels. Do we have a list filter? We do. Okay. So what we want to do is I'm just going to put a trash bin here with a brass funnel here. Ah, no, right. See, the problem is everything... We need to put it at the side. We need to put the trash bin here. with a funnel there. Trash bin there. And a sight casing underneath. Sorry, I'm just getting bogged down in the decorative aspects of it now. Do we have another copycat panel? We do. Do we have any more ochre pillars? We do. Lovely. Okay, there we go. So, this list filter here, we want raw, all the raw materials, raw iron, copper, gold, zinc, and coal, I think. Wait, iron, copper, gold. Where's raw zinc? Am I blind? There's raw zinc. Okay, iron, copper, gold, zinc, and coal. Those are the deny list. Okay, so anything that isn't iron, copper, gold, zinc, or coal will go into the trash bin. Anything that is iron, copper, gold, zinc, and coal will go up the chute to the top floor. Let's just test that, shall we? We'll call the train here right now, because we know that the train has a block of dripstone in it. So what should happen is the train arrives, the dripstone gets unloaded, but it then gets sent straight into the trash bin. That's what we need to see right now. Might take a minute for the train to get here. There it is. And unload the dripstone. And it went into the trash. Straight into the trash. Good. That's exactly what we wanted to see. You can head back to the iron mine now. I think with that we're ready to start transporting iron. It's time. It's finally time to transport our first load of iron by train. This is a big moment. This is an exciting moment. Before we do it, I just want to make sure that we've got everything we need. We got a full canister of biodiesel ready to go. Okay, moment of truth, everybody. There it goes. It should start mining iron. Is it? It is mining, it just takes a while. We should see our first piece of iron going through in just a moment. There it goes. Okay, that was way slower than I remember. And it also shot the iron off the end, so I think we need to put another chute here. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, in that case, we will put full panels here, I think. Like so. And we'll make these brass casings. Wow, I don't remember it being this slow. I think they might have rebalanced the speed of these drills, because I don't remember it taking as long as this. But they are there. It is going down. The next piece that comes out, we're going to try and follow it all the way down. Okay, here we go. There should be a piece coming down any second. Ready. Oh, there should be a block behind there. I've just missed it now because I was fucking watching this. There it goes. There it goes. And into the barrel. There we go. And it won't get loaded onto the train just yet, because obviously there's no train here. But this will store any backup. So when the train's not here, this belt will fill up with a couple of pieces, but then anything else will fill up here. So what I'm going to do, before I actually call the train, I'm going to put these 2 stacks of raw iron that we have onto the belt as well. Then we're going to call the train over, we're going to get it all taken back to base, and we're going to see for the very first time the automation of our iron mining process. Here we go. Okay, calling the train now. If this works, this is going to be such a good ending to the stream. We are really going to be ending on a high note today, everybody. If it works. Once the train gets here, we should see the iron get loaded straight onto it. Then we're going to head back to base, we're going to call the train back to there, and the iron should get unloaded and processed into iron ingots. If this works, the only thing we still need to automate is getting the biodiesel over here to refuel the mining drill. Here we go. In it goes. Oh my god, it's all gone straight in. Heading back to the main base now. I'll clean all of this up as well and make it all look nice, but let's, you know, make it functional first is my my motto. We've made it work, then we can make it look nice. Okay. I am gonna call the train. This is it. So what should happen is, we're going to call the train to this station. As soon as it gets to this station, the iron is going to be unloaded, it's going to go upstairs, and it's going to be processed into iron ingots by the machine upstairs. Let's see if it works. I'm going to wait here first, I want to see the stuff actually go in, and then we'll head up to the top floor and see it all get processed. Here we go. This is a real moment of truth, everybody. This is big. We have been trying to automate this for weeks and weeks and weeks. If this works, we have finally automated our iron production once and for all. This is big. Any second now. Here it comes. Here's the train. It's coming in. It's coming in. And there goes the iron. Head upstairs. There it all goes. Excuse the frame rate, I'm sorry. Okay, so the iron's getting crushed to make crushed iron. Which also produces XP nuggets. There we go. The XP nuggets go down and filtered into that barrel there. The crushed iron then gets washed to make iron nuggets, as well as redstone. The iron nuggets then get pressed into iron ingots. And those then go all the way over here, where they drop down that chute into the storage vault below. Oh, that chute there, sorry. It's working. We did it. We did it. We got a load of XP nuggets as well. This is exactly what I was hoping for. This is exactly how I envisioned it when we first started building this machine here. This was the plan. This was always the plan. For the train would come in, all the stuff would get unloaded, and then this machine would turn it all into usable material. And here it is. Now, once this is finished, this is also going to be processing copper, zinc, gold, and coal. So all of our mining drills are all going to have their own trains. All the trains are going to be coming into here and unloading all of this ore into this machine. This machine here is going to be working 24/7 non-stop. And it's going to be producing a constant supply of all of these ingot types. Which is huge. I'm really happy with this. I'm so pleased with this. I can't believe how well it's working. I can't wait to see it in action when it's also making brass and steel and zinc and copper and gold. But I'm really happy with how it's working so far. This is incredible. It's still going. It's still pressing. Look at that. Admittedly, there is only one press for each type of ingot, which does maybe not bode so well for when we've got all of these coming in at the same time. But we'll see. We'll see. Either way, I think that's a good place to end the stream. That is a genuine high note to end on. We've got the machine working. We've got the machine automated. All we need to do next week is hook up the biodiesel so that it automatically gets carried out to the station. And we're golden. So yeah, the plan is this tanker here. You can see it's already connected with the fluid interface there. This tanker here is going to be filled with biodiesel, and then when this goes to the iron mine, it's going to take biodiesel with it to refuel the generator. So every trip it makes, it's going to be taking biodiesel to the iron mine, and then it's going to be bringing iron ore back. And that will keep this system completely self-sufficient. It should never need refueling or any sort of manual interference from us. This should just be able to run indefinitely and constantly produce iron and later copper, zinc, gold, brass and steel. And even lead. This is good. I'm happy with this. I'm really, really happy with this. This is such a great place to end it. I know today's stream started a little bit slow, but I could not be happier with how this has all turned out in the end. This is really, really cool stuff. Very excited for next week now. And as I mentioned earlier, Minecraft Monday is going to be weekly for the rest of the year, so we will be playing some more of this next Monday as well. But with that being said, that's where I'm going to end it. I'm going to wrap things up. Just give me a moment to switch over to my big camera. If the game itself decides to actually close. There we go, let me just do this. Okay, there we go. So, thank you everyone. Thank you very, very much for joining today. What a wonderful stream. It has been just absolutely incredible. Very, very happy with the progress we've made today. I wasn't expecting us to make... Something just disconnected. I wasn't expecting us to make this much progress today. My camera's gone out of focus now. There's always one thing after the other. Of course, right at the last minute, just before I end the stream, something has to go wrong to ruin it. Okay, it's just not going to refocus. It doesn't matter because it's the end of the stream anyway, so you can forgive me for being blurry just for the last couple of minutes, right? Anyway, thank you for joining. It's been an incredible stream. I've really enjoyed it today. Genuinely, we've done so much today. I wasn't expecting us to make as much progress as we have. Please, will you just refocus? Please. Can we at least see the Patreon board without you going out of focus? There we go. Thanks, Patreons. Thanks to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Dan, Amy, and Marika for following me on Patreon. More on that in a minute. Has it refocused now? Nope, still blurry. What can you do? It's the end of the stream anyway. So thank you for joining, everyone. Next stream is going to be Wednesday, where I'm going to be doing my first episode of Horror Wednesday. I still not going to reveal what the game is until we actually get to it, but I'm going to be playing a horror game on Wednesday, so you can come and join me for that if you're interested. Then I'm going to be playing some more Farming Sim on Friday. Just to remind everyone once again, for the rest of the year, Minecraft and Farming Sim are going to be weekly. That means I'm going to be playing Farming Sim and Minecraft every single week for the rest of the year. The other series will remain once every 2 weeks, so Euro Truck, Factorio, and stuff like that will be once every 2 weeks, but Minecraft and Farming Sim will be weekly. That's it. If you have enjoyed, but you haven't already, please do follow, and please consider following and subscribing on Twitch and YouTube as well. If you'd like to talk to me outside of the live streams, if you want to get notified when I post, when I go live, and just generally chat to me about whatever you like, do consider joining the Discord server. There's a link in my bio and about section for that. And if you would like to support me financially, please do consider checking out my Patreon. And I'm going to shout out the Patreon supporters again, properly this time. Thank you very, very much to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Dan, Amy, and Marika. Thank you very, very much, guys, for supporting me over there. It's so, so appreciated. If you want to get your name on this board, there's a link in my bio. It costs £1 a month. You get access to behind-the-scenes content, as well as a shout-out on stream, and you'll be supporting me in what I do here on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. So thank you once again to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Dan, Amy, and Marika. It's very, very much appreciated. With that, we are going to end the stream, so thank you once again, everyone, for joining. I've really enjoyed this one. My camera's going out of focus again. I think that's really just a sign that it's time to finish the stream. But thank you very much. It's been wonderful. We've made so much progress today. Really looking forward to the next Minecraft Monday now. Really, really optimistic for what's still to come. So thank you, everyone. I'll see you on Wednesday for the next live stream. Until then, take care, and bye-bye. And bye-bye everyone over on Twitch and YouTube as well. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. I'll see you all.